Hello one and all, welcome back to Create Ball, where a few days ago I was awake at 3:23 in the morning, and instead of just going to sleep like a normal person, I decided that I wanted to draw something. But I also wanted to make a video. So I just decided to do both. Anyway, I start with the nose because where else would you start? And then I move up to the eyebrow first as all things should be. And I would really appreciate it if we all just pretended that the eye actually looked good. At this point I realized that the world just wasn't ready for the nose the way that I've drawn it, so I dumbed it down a bit, for the average viewer. And it took me a second to figure out the ear until I used my own ear as a reference, because if you didn't know this about me, my ears are actually identical to the ears of an elf. Then I just added a few more important details like the chin and whatever the thing on his head is. Then I checked to see if I actually hit record, since I'm a safety guy and I'm very anxious. This is also when I started taking notes so that I would actually have something to talk about in the voiceover. This took a while, so let's just sit back and enjoy this static image. Alright, I'm bored. Let's move on. I worked on the neck for a while, but then remembered why I actually gave him this outfit to start with, and that was so that his hat and clothes could be one and the same. So yeah, up to that point, I gave him that head cap thing without even remembering why I gave him that head cap thing. Things I learned while doing this. Number 1, shoulders are bad to draw. Number 2, hands are worse. It's funny though, every single time that I start drawing a hand, I think to myself, hands aren't really that hard to draw. Everyone's just being dramatic. And every time I'm wrong. I wanted to give him just tiny little doll hands, but this didn't really come across as anything in particular, but, whatever. Hey, remember when you were in like 2nd grade and you learned how to draw stars real good? And you were the coolest kid around, just whipping out your straw drawing skills and impressing all the passing folk with the greatest of ease? And then remember in 7th grade when you were taught how to draw perspective lines, but you never learned how to draw perspective lines? Yeah, me too. Anyway, at this point, my beautiful baby boy was basically finished, save for a second shoulder that I ended up just cheating with, and the color that will come later. So, in the meantime, I basically just want to say that I may or may not do more videos like this based on whether anybody watches this one or not, and if I just feel like making another one. You've probably noticed, but I'm going through a little bit of an identity crisis on this channel. I used to know exactly what this channel was, but after I got bored with the content that I was making, I haven't been sure about what content I should be making instead. I have been having a lot of fun with the animations that I do on my other channel, but I don't want to just make animated videos with fictional stories. Basically what I'm saying is I have some other things in mind, so just be ready for a lot of varied content. And until then, don't die. Sayonara.